November 24th, and this is the GANOOZE special beggars edition. A lot of begging going on YouTube lately. Just give me some money, and because I need stuff. And we were thinking, well, we need to save the world, fix all the problems in the world. And so we were thinking that we might beg for the money. But yeah, we don't want your $1 or $2 kind of thing, or even $50. It's just not going to do it. So we're figuring, like, if anybody have, like, if you got $1,000,000 laying around somewhere, it's not doing anything. We're thinking, yeah, $1,000,000, maybe I can save the world for $1,000,000. I mean, if I'm frugal and I'm careful how I spend the money, I might be able to do it for $1,000,000. So if you have $1,000,000, PM me or whatever, let me know you have $1,000,000 that, you really don't have a use for. And, I'll save the world with it. And, I can give you credit. I can send you a t-shirt like, you saved, or you want to say, I saved the world, and you'll have the only t-shirt that'll say that because, you saved the world by giving me $1,000,000. Okay, so this special beggars edition. All right, so on to the regular news, the real news. Studio personnel, nobody's here. I got to do all this stuff myself. The screen in the back, I don't even know if it's going to be good enough. I don't have no idea. No technical people, nothing. It's Jesus Christ. One holiday, they think they need all 4 days. They at least should come in on Saturday morning and help me out, but no. Bastards. All right, well, anyways, this ship, Antarctica cruise ship, right there, big trouble. I mean, who thought of that idea? So anyway, he's got 150 people on it. I'm saying, who would be on this ship? Frigid women? I mean, who goes to Antarctica? I mean, who? Sightseeing in Antarctica? Oh, come on. You can't even see anything. All you see is ice, falling into the ocean. Because, like, anything that lives there, like the penguins are in, like, the middle of the, and they go all the way to the ocean and stuff, but, you probably don't see many. But anyway, it sank. The boat sank. See pictures. Maybe a picture in the background. Hopefully a picture in the background. Not a very big cruise ship, like the little mini cruise ship. But, it hit ice and sank. Like, no one could figure out that was a possibility. But anyway, probably worth the price of admission. To be on a sinking boat in the Antarctica, where you could freeze to death in 10 seconds. Nobody died. Fortunately, I guess there was other boats escorting the cruise ship around, I guess. I mean, they have other boats maybe just go with the cruise ship, just so you people have something to look at. They can look at the other boats and say, hey, look, a boat. So anyway, Lebanon. The president of Lebanon said, hey, everybody wants to kill me, so what the hell do I want this job for? I'm getting out of town. And so he's basically just took off and said, see ya. And so there's no successor or anything. So all the anarchy guys probably should go to Lebanon, because they're ripe for some anarchy over there. Okay, then another Middle Eastern type story. The Arabs. The U.S. is sponsoring a peace conference. It's where the hell is it? Like Maryland or Virginia? Well, anyway, one of those places. It's probably one of them right-wing military secret schools we run, where we have all the foreign rich people come over here to learn how to be dictators. It's probably at that place. But they're having this peace conference. Like, this is going to work. And well, none of the Arabs want to go, so they're grudgingly, I guess, the Saudis have decided to come, even though we basically prop up that silly government. But the rest of them probably won't show up. And because there's no guarantees. They don't want to go to a conference unless there's already a solution. You see, they don't go there to conference. They go there to just say, oh yeah, we like that agreement and we'll sign it. I guess. So I mean, that's their grudge is that Israel isn't guaranteeing anything. So well, whatever. It's all bullshit. They're still building settlements and stuff. The Israelis have no intention of giving back the land. Okay, what the hell is this saying? Phew. March again. Oh, chess guy. Yeah, the Russian guy, that Kasparov guy. The guy used to win in the chess, and then the other guy beat him, and then finally the computer beat them both. yeah, he's running for president apparently, and but they raided his offices. I don't know what they found, and so I don't know. You know, he's apparently going to be leading a march. You know, marching is very important when you're running for something. You got to have a march. Marching solves a lot of problems. But anyway, you know, it's good to march. You know, it's good to show up out there and let people know you're marching on their behalf. Yeah, and, you know, being a chess guy, it's got to qualify you to be president. It's got to. So the euro hit a record, and you know it's going to hit a record every day for a while. You know, so I love when they do that. Euro hits record, you know, against the dollar. Yeah, well, it's going to do that. You know, and then all of a sudden it'll stop. So that's probably going to be a news story. You know, continuing news story. Euro sets another record. It's 1/100th of a penny higher. Okay, interesting story. Fat people. I'm overweight people. Sorry, don't want to be insensitive. Yeah, well, apparently they have like sort of given up on the yes, I'll be healthy, thin. They don't want to go that far, and so they're basically, you know, resigned to the fact they're going to be kind of overweight. So instead of getting healthy to a healthy weight, they just figure, hey, 20 more pounds. I lose 20 pounds. That's good enough. You know, so I guess it's just all relative. You know, it's all progress because they, you know, they're moving in the right direction, or they moved in the right direction, and that's going to be good enough for them. And apparently, socially, everybody's getting comfortable with the fat thing. Doesn't do much for me still, but you know, hey, maybe I'll catch on. Okay, I don't know what the hell this story is. President something unnecessary overspending. President something. Huh. President of something. Yes, president of something complained about some overspending. So, yeah, you'll get it. I mean, you know, that's enough information, isn't it? A president of something complained about overspending. Oh, I know what it was. President of that Oral Roberts University. Yeah, these Christians, you know, Jesus was always talking about, hey, get more money, get some nice jewelry, $1,000 suits, you know, that kind of stuff. It's just very funny. They got a president of a, you know, Christian university, and you know, they're gluttons. And you're saying, where does this come from? Well, can't they find some people who are really Christians to be president of things that are Christian? There's got to be some Christians somewhere. I mean, real ones, not just fake ones like everybody else. But anyway, it's just funny. See, what is this one? Oh yeah, illegal immigrant. I'm probably going to run out of time. You know, maybe I'll do a two-part news. That'll be really something special. Two-part news. This is a funny story. So there's this illegal guy decides to, okay, well, I'll take a 5-day walk across the border, you know, from Mexico to get into the United States. And there's this woman and her son, I don't know, in the middle of the freaking desert, right? Well, she ends up driving off a cliff, gets horribly injured, but the kid gets, you know, he's not hurt at all. And so anyway, this illegal immigrant guy runs across them, and you know, he can't do much for the woman, so she dies, which is, you know, sort of horrible that she, you know, died out there, you know, with some Spanish guy talking at her. And but you know, the illegal immigrant was nice enough. He hung around, you know, built a fire for the kid, and you know, told him some stories, probably showed him how to make s'mores, you know, with the marshmallows and chocolate, maybe, I don't know, so something like that, kumbaya songs or something like El Kumbayania or something, whatever. And you know, took care of the kid basically. It's a 9-year-old kid. I mean, he's not, you know, young but not too young. So anyway, they, you know, everybody's saying good job, and so of course they arrested him. We're going to deport him, but you know, it's good that it proves the illegal immigration. It proves they're all great people. Well, I guess it doesn't prove anything, but it's a news story. I mean, it's sort of interesting. Maybe it's a Reader's Digest story, you know, how I survived, you know, in the horrible desert because my mother was insane and drove me out in 150 miles from nowhere. Jesus. All right.
Jesus. All right, another terrible story here, though. Maryland, you know, guy, father, you know, is going to, like, the exchange, you know, they're divorced, and the wife and the father, and they're going to exchange the kids, you know, and apparently he decides, fuck it, and shoots them all, and then himself. And, you know, really horrible story. You know, but then there was even a horrible story connected to it, because apparently, you know, in some other county in Maryland, there was, you know, they found 3 decomposed kids, and the father was hanging from a banister, and the wife is missing, and, you know, it's not a good situation, these relationships, you know, people really gotta get their act together. It's, kids really aren't, you know, killing each other over it. Yeah, you know, I don't know, crazy. Iraq, a little bit more bombing taking place over there, but it's, you know, holiday season, and we're moving into Christmas. You know, it's a good time of year to be blowing people up, so we'll probably expect some more, you know, horrible, tragic, disgusting news because of our little crusades over there. But, you know, they don't want us to have a Merry Christmas in their country, so they'll make sure it's not too merry over there. Anyway, so that's the GANOOZE. Sorry, low-tech edition. Different camera, background might not work at all, but you'll get over it. You know, it's free, except I do accept $1 million donations.